Yo, what's up people? So I'm gonna go work out now for the first time in like, I don't know, 8 days or something. I'm kind of out of it. I've been making videos all morning. Ready to go, very, very ready to go. Gonna try and do my normal workout. If I rupture a tendon, then it will be bad. But yeah, I'm gonna get some coffee and then run down there. I don't even know. I don't have anything interesting to say. I'm just making a video because you guys don't care anyway. You'll just watch anything. So if you watch anything, I will make a video every day with anything in it. Because apparently that's, I don't know, that's a valid like path to success. Okay, so let's get some coffee. So I've been thinking a lot about like what I'm going to do in 2 weeks. What is today? 4th. In like 2 weeks when my visa's up, I have basically 3 options. Not really crazy about any of them. Option number 1 is go back and work in a kiosk somewhere. Yeah, not crazy about that in general, but just basically work till the end of the year. Do like August, September, October, November, December. So 5 months, that's one option. Probably make a little bit of money, but you know, destroy my health in the process. And I don't know, it's kind of like a last resort. Option number 2 is to go to Israel and basically kind of like move back there. Get a job, get an apartment, and just like run my life out of there for the time being. I feel like I kind of need to like, not that I want to like pick some place to settle down forever, but I just need something like a little bit more constant than Thailand. Because Thailand is you're very transient here, you know? Well, at least the way I do things, where I come for a month, extend my visa for another month, maybe go somewhere else. Like it's a lot of like back and forth. I just don't want to, I need like a little break from that. Option number 3 is to go to Vietnam for 3 months. That's like the cheapest option, and that would be if I want to like just really spend 3 months like cranking out 6, 7, 8 videos a day like I have been. Yeah, they all kind of have advantages and disadvantages, to be honest with you. Leaning towards the final 2 or the last 2 choices in there, just because they seem to be, you know, anytime you make a choice to do anything, you really have to consider whether or not the choice is sustainable, right? And that's one thing that I've learned about like basically working in kiosks, which is that it's not really sustainable, unfortunately, to do that job long term. I wish it was, because it's really fun sometimes, but the toll that it takes on your mind is just not worth it, and you can't really do it long term. Anyway, 7-Eleven, time for some coffee. Okay, here we go. Super exciting coffee time. Now, I think today we'll go with this one. I've had this one before. This is my favorite one. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll try this one. I'm gonna try this one. Coffee time. So exciting. All the French people watching this are so upset with me right now. That is not coffee. That is shit. In France we have the real coffee. Stupid Americans. Alright, that was fun. Now it's time for the run. Not looking forward to it, to be honest with you. That's why I needed the coffee. Although I have the coffee every time. I'll try and show you guys like bits and pieces of the run, like when I get stopped at a red light or something. No promises. No promises. Yeah. So this is some intersection that I stopped at. Super exciting intersection, don't you think? Wow. Aren't you glad you watched this vlog today? I mean, just imagine. If you hadn't clicked on this video, you wouldn't have seen this. Traffic jam. This guy in his orange shirt, this stuff over here that they're selling. So interesting. Yo, 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 yo. Oh. Yeah, I feel pretty good. Oh man. You know, I took it easy on this run because one of the side effects of that antibiotic I was taking is tendon rupture or tendonitis or something. I didn't really read too much more about it than that because honestly, like reading the side effects for that kind of made me very anxious, and I like didn't even want to deal with it. I was like, all right, I don't have a problem until I have a problem. So I just took it easy in this run, just like very, very easy. Probably went about maybe 3/4 of the speed that I normally go. So I feel pretty good about that. Took me a little bit longer, but whatever. For some reason, I was worried about tendon rupture, and for some reason I thought, I was thinking of my ankles, like my Achilles heel, or Achilles tendon, I guess, and in my knees. You have tendons in your knees, right? I think you do. I don't know. I was really worried about that. I was like, okay, I need to like pay close attention to those body parts and make sure they don't pop or something. But then as I was running here, I realized that you have tendons all over your body. And if I'm about to do a bodybuilding workout, then I should probably take it easy like all over because I have tendons everywhere. You know what I mean? So like, anyway, the point is that today I'll probably, you know, I do full body workouts lately anyway, just because of my schedule is such that like, it's kind of like I'm training once every other day. It doesn't make sense to do like a split in case I miss a day, whatever. I prefer it anyway for the time being. So I'll just take it easy today, probably rest tomorrow, and then the next day I'll come back and we'll see how I feel. I would say maybe three to four workouts. I'll be back up to like my full speed. Yeah. All right. Anyway, gonna grab a bottle of water now. Walk over to the gym. This thing right here. This is a monument to the king or something like that. I don't really know. Some old king maybe. But they have a lot of cool stuff like that here in Thailand. Anyway, time for some water. So, like I said earlier, thinking about like what I should do in the next, like after the next couple weeks are over. In a perfect world, which it's not, like, okay, so I make a little bit of money from YouTube, nothing close to full time. And in a perfect world, what I would be able to do is just make money online and be able to pick up and go to the beach and work out and not actually have to get a job. I don't see that happening anytime soon. And one of the reasons, maybe some of you out there who are watching this, or will watch this, maybe you have an idea. I don't know, whatever. Should I start a Patreon or something? I have one. But like, I don't know, it's just weird for me to like, because I'm gonna do all this stuff anyway. All of this, like, all these videos, I'm gonna make them anyway. You know, it feels weird for me to ask people for money and be like, oh, hey, do you wanna give me money for something I'm gonna do anyway? It sounds dumb. And I realize like people, they like the videos, fucking $10 a month or whatever is not a lot of money to them, so they don't care. I don't know, I just feel kind of like weird like asking for it. Like, what else would I have to do? I don't want to like have to do anything else, if that makes sense. Like, I'm already super busy. I'm already making all these videos. I already like have other things I want to do. I don't want to like, I just don't know what else. I don't want to add like another thing to the list that I have to do. So there's that, and then there's maybe like doing lives, but that's kind of the same problem with Patreon. If people want to like give money through a super chat, which is basically like, for those of you who don't know, on YouTube, if you go live, people can send you money for some reason, just because they like watching you live. I don't really understand it, but apparently that's a thing also. So I mean, those are ways that I can like make more money, I guess, through YouTube, but I just feel like, number one, it's not enough. Like, what am I gonna get from that? Like, it's not gonna be enough anyway, right? And it's also, I just feel weird doing it because like, I don't know, it's just weird. I would never give anybody money for like making videos that they're gonna make anyway. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. And like the problem with going to Vietnam, like Vietnam is super cheap, right? Like half the price of Thailand. And I could probably grind out another 3 months there, but I'm just like imagining in my head, like where would I be in 3 months? Like how much more money could I possibly be making from YouTube? Would I be able to be making, quote unquote, like full-time income, even $1,000 a month from YouTube? It's doubtful, right? Like right now, I make roughly, like in July, I made like 160 bucks from YouTube, which is not, it's not a lot, but the first month that I monetized my channel, this is full disclosure, I'll just tell you everything. First month I monetized my channel, I made 30 bucks, okay? Second month I made 60 bucks. Now I made 160 bucks, right? So it's going up, the trend is going up, but I don't see it going up any more than that, to be honest with you. Because lately, it's just like the amount of money that I'm getting from ad revenue is like stuck at like $5 a day. And it's not going up. Like I can fucking put out 8 videos a day, can promote the shit out of them. Some of them, quote unquote, go viral and get like thousands of views. The amount is still $5 a day. I don't know why. I don't know like what the deal is, like what's happening. If they're like throttling my views or something like that, or the ads, I really have no idea. Channel's getting more popular. People are definitely, like I'm always seeing new people in the comments, right? That's good. It's growing. I don't need to make money from it right now, right away. I know that it's a long game, you know, it's the long game that we're playing here. But at the end of the day, like, great, it's the long game. Meanwhile, you know, food costs money. So like, I gotta do something. So yeah, anyway, bottom line, kind of tempted. Like the best middle option for me right now is to go to Israel, right? And stay there for a couple months, get a job, right? I can like live in a hostel for the time being, but still kind of make videos and like do whatever I want to do. And, you know, it's like kind of summertime, it's the beach. I can like in general just kind of like enjoy myself and do everything that I want to do, like including making money, including making videos, working out, maybe pay off my pickup coaching and just do all that shit. Oh, these people running. Anyway, I'm going to go work out now. Maybe I'll film a little bit of the gym. I'm not sure. Not sure what's for dinner tonight. Is that person waving at me? Maybe. Burger King mukbang possibly? I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe we might do another grocery store mukbang tonight. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, time to work out. Another lazy day at the gym. Guy's out cold, crushing it hard. That's why he's got those muscles. I pay my 20 baht. All right, so I finished my workout. I'll just film other people working out so you guys can see people. It's a pretty nice gym. One of these days I'll film myself working out. Maybe not here, maybe somewhere else. We'll see. Oh man, I definitely needed that. That was good. I didn't go too hard because whatever, first day back, no reason. You know, I honestly felt like I could have stayed a little bit longer, but I have an hour run ahead of me now, so I don't want to, whatever. You know, just rest a couple days, go back. Like I said, I'll probably be back full power or more than that, maybe 3-4 days-ish. Yeah, pretty, well, I'm not hungry, but looking forward to the meal tonight. I think maybe another grocery store meal. I don't think Burger King. I just think that's like, why? I'm gonna go spend $20 to fucking get some low quality meat. Like for what? What's the point? Might as well get some actual like good meat, like, you know, liver or something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about like, I don't know, you know, am I the only one who like always thinks about his life and like what he's gonna do in the future? I can't be the only one, right? There has to be, I'm sure some of you also out there think like, what am I gonna do? This is coming up, that's coming up, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of nice, I guess. You know, sometimes I think to myself, I'm like, because I make all these like fitness videos and I talk about people being addicted to the struggle of losing weight, right? Like all these people who are like addicted to the struggle of like, whether it's like an eating disorder or they're just fat or they have anorexia, and they like go on these public forums and they talk about their problems, and like people say to them, oh, don't worry about it, like you'll get better, you'll be healed, you know, we're rooting for you, we're cheering for you. And, you know, I think sometimes maybe that's also what I'm doing, right? How I'm like, yeah, you know, like I have this problem, whatever, I don't need money, whatever it is, right? Oh, but, and everyone's like, yeah, don't worry about it, you'll make it, blah, blah, blah. I kind of wonder, is it the same? I guess actually, if I was gonna think about it, well, I guess I could say that I'm actually doing something to try and kind of fix it, but I guess the fitness people are too. They think they're doing something, even when to everybody else it looks like they're just spinning their wheels. I wonder if that's what it looks like I'm doing, just spinning my wheels. Am I just spinning my wheels? I'm not sure. Anyway, basically what it really comes down to is this, is that I would say probably mid-August, the options really at this point, like forget about going back to kiosks, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. That's like last resort. That's like $0 in my bank account. I'll go do that, maybe. It's pretty much either Vietnam or it's okay. So if I go to Vietnam, it's kind of like rolling the dice, right? Like if I go to Vietnam, I have like 3 months basically. If I don't make it happen in those 3 months, then like, okay, like last resort kiosk is the option. Or I could just take the quote unquote safe choice now, and I could just go to Israel now and take like the last little bit of money that I have to kind of sustain me until I get a job and a paycheck and get that first month of rent and deposit it on an apartment. And basically just like, I don't want to say commit to a year, but if I go there now, let's say I go at the end of August, the weather starts to like September's kind of decent weather, but October, like mid-October, it starts to get like cold. So it's like, you know, I really like it there, it's amazing and everything, but do I like it so much that I'd rather be there for 6 months in the wintertime? Like, why would I go there now in the winter? You know what I mean? But what's my other option is to go to Vietnam for 3 months. You know what I mean? So it's either like basically go someplace for a year, and the reason I say a year is because after those 6 months, really, like I would say early April, right, is where you can, or like maybe like mid-March, where you can start going to the beach. Let's say April. It's about 6 months. So the weather gets nice and beach weather, rooftop parties, fun in the sun. And what's the point leaving fucking when that happens? You know what I mean? I might as well stay for another 6 months. Might as well stay for the summer. So that'll be a year, basically. I don't like to commit to any place for a year or anything for a year, honestly. Or Vietnam for 3 months and then question mark. So I'm not really sure. I am not really sure. I guess, I don't really know. Tel Aviv's a nice place. It's very fun. I kind of miss it. I can be in very good shape there. Oh, it's so tempting. It's so tempting. I don't know. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it because, like, I know sometimes when people talk about, I don't want to say talk about their problems, but talk about like a dilemma they have and they won't fucking shut up about it. So that'll be it. You won't hear another peep about it from me until I make a decision. Boom. Promised on the internet. That's a real promise. Another super exciting intersection that I'm stuck at. It's also starting to rain, so I might get rained on. Got another like maybe 30-40 minutes to go on the run. So exciting! Wow, this intersection, oh my god, it's amazing! Stuck at another traffic light, so I figure I'll show you the lovely river that goes through Bangkok. As you can see, it's absolutely disgusting. I wish I could show you the smell, but I can't. Here are some cars. Okay, time to go. Actually done. Time for the celebratory drink. I only have 8 baht in my pocket, so might be a celebratory bottle of water. Unless there's something else here that's 8 baht. I don't think so. So it will be a celebratory bottle of 7-Eleven's finest water. Ooh la la. Alright, so here we go, another day, Khao Road. Seem to be in a bit of a light rain. It's very exciting. Today is going to be another grocery store adventure. The same grocery store. So exciting. Another crazy adventure in the grocery store. Maybe I can make the thumbnail reflect how crazy this adventure actually is going to be. Will I buy some variation of what I bought yesterday? Perhaps maybe only 1 container of chicken hearts. And maybe, I don't know, some peanut butter? No, I'm not really sure. Probably, definitely some organ meat, as before. Comedy show, anybody? Those guys are out there honestly 7 nights a week, fucking pimping out their comedy show. Yeah, so again, as I said, the grocery store adventure is about to commence. I can't do the Burger King. I just can't do it. It's not, if this was America, maybe I could, because fun fact, the fast food in other countries, right? Burger King, McDonald's, it's not nearly as cheap as it is in America, right? Like if you go to Burger King in America, you can spend $10 and you'll be full, you know? You'll be full on $10. But in other countries, or in Thailand at least, and the other countries that I've been to, it's just more expensive for some reason. Like fast food is not cheap like it is in America, which is one of the reasons I think why you don't see fast food places everywhere. You do see them in some places. Like they say that, what did I hear one time? They said McDonald's is not in the hamburger business, they're in the real estate business, which I thought was pretty intelligent, because if you think about it, the success of a McDonald's is not necessarily dependent on the quality of the hamburgers that they make, but it's more about where the actual location of the McDonald's is itself, right? Airports, shopping malls, fucking high population areas like this, with a lot of foot traffic, lots of tourists. That's pretty much going to determine whether or not a McDonald's is successful, because the hamburgers that they make are pretty much going to be the same everywhere. Anyway, fun fact of the day. Wow, was that possibly even more interesting to you than my grocery store adventure? It might have been. Also, what do you think about this shirt? It's pretty pimp, isn't it? Do you think if I wore this shirt in America, people would be nicer to me for no reason? Because they'd think that I'm some kind of like, I'm like a rapper or something? Should I get some gold chains also? Maybe? Oh, you know what I should do? I should get some fake sunglasses while I'm here. Because you can buy fake everything here. So I'll get like some fake Ray-Bans. Maybe I'll get a fake Supreme bag. And then I'll just be like Mr. Supreme, like walking around. That's kind of unironically my plan to, like before I leave. Like, I'm probably just gonna go on a shopping spree. It's like $50. I'm gonna go on a shopping spree here and just buy a bunch of Supreme everything. Pants, shirts, and I'll just be like completely ridiculous wearing fucking Supreme shit everywhere I go in extremely inappropriate locations. Not inappropriate locations, you know what I mean, places where like you shouldn't be wearing your fucking Supreme t-shirt like in a synagogue on Saturday, you know what I mean? But I will, because I've always liked to wear clothes that catch people's attention. I don't know why. Not like I'm a very fashionable person to begin with, but I don't know, I like bright colors. It's not that I like people to look at me, although I kind of do. Obviously, I make fucking 8 videos a day. Well, maybe that is actually it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess that is it now that I think about it. But I just think that when you wear clothes that are kind of like brightly colored, I don't know, I feel like it says something about your personality. Like it's so much more interesting. You know, actually, now that I think about it, I think what it really is, this is like super analyzing myself, like who actually even cares? But I gotta talk about something on my way to the grocery store, right? So, my real name is not Yala Papi, okay? That's not actually my real name, for those of you who somehow thought that it was, or you like refer to me as Yala in the comments, which is fine, I don't mind, like that's kind of the idea, because I don't know, it's like my internet name. Anyway, my real name is Stuart, actually, is my actual name. And growing up with that name, the name Stuart, it's kind of like, it's not the best name to grow up with. Like maybe like 100 years ago, it was like a cool name, like guys named Stuart or Stu, that was like a cool name, but as long as I've been alive, it has not been a cool name at all. So like I got kind of teased a bit as a kid for my name. Stu is unfortunate enough to rhyme with like lots of other words, so Stu the Jew, Stu Poo, Stu, why are you so blue? Like people would just crack themselves up at my expense, not necessarily like trying to be mean, just you know how people are, like if something rhymes, they're gonna fucking say it, it just kind of sounds funny. But it really bothered me growing up. Anyway, I feel or felt that like, because my name was so unique, because it's very rare that I'll meet another Stuart, because my name was so unique growing up, I don't know, I think it kind of like gave me a taste for other things that are unique, like just anything that's unique. I just kind of like that. I don't like things that are like cookie cutter or bland or that like fit in with everybody else. I just like unique things. And point, brightly colored clothing fits into that category of unique things, I guess. Technically this isn't brightly colored, but it's gaudy enough that it still kind of attracts attention, as does walking around talking to myself on a selfie stick in English with an American accent, which is what I'm doing right now. And we're almost at the grocery store. You guys get to see once again the super exciting sights of Khao Road and the surrounding areas. But you can see it's pretty much the same. And in fact, anywhere you go really in Thailand where there's lots of tourists, you're going to see pretty much the same thing. Like people selling fruit, people selling different types of like seafood, coconuts, basically anything. Thai people are kind of hustlers, in my opinion. Ooh, another grocery store. All right, anyway, I'm sick of talking. We'll pick it up again at the grocery store, maybe. Oh my God, so exciting. A grocery store. Oh my God, what are these? Oh my God. So I'm trying to make it more exciting for you guys. Is it working? Let me know. Let me know in a comment if it's working. Let's just take a look at the food again that we took a look at yesterday. Ooh, I see chicken hearts and I see chicken livers. Interesting. I think we'll get some of those. I think we'll get some of those, and that's it. What's up? All right, got some very exciting stuff other than this, but I'll show you the stuff that I got that's the same as what I got yesterday. Well, sort of. I got these fish. These are like the dried fish that I got yesterday, but except they're not red. Liver, chicken liver, chicken hearts, and this is that sweet egg thing that I got yesterday with the rice. Very yummy. I got this. I think this is like taro yogurt ice cream stuff or something. The purple thing is something called taro. It's type of potato. And the white, I think that's just like sweet milk or something. I got this. I have no idea what this is, honestly. I'm just gonna try it because I like trying new things. This is an omelet, is a pork stuffed omelet, as you can see. And this, I just thought this looked good, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. That's a salted egg, and then some noodles with this, which I guess is like sauce or soup or something. And, of course, a couple cloves of garlic. I'm so thirsty. Oh, man. Water's amazing. I don't understand who these people are that say they hate water. What the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly, anytime I hear that, I'm such a snob, but I know the person, like, it's like never worked out, ever. Anybody says they hate water. There's a little bit of like, it's a little bit rotten, but I'm gonna eat it anyway, fuck that. Spicy. Yeah, garlic is the bomb. I just like forgot about this, but when I was in Japan, I used to eat this every day. It's so annoying to peel it though. Someday, when I'm a millionaire, I'll have my own garlic press that I can buy for literally $1. I should have a garlic press that I just travel around with. It's not a bad idea. And, of course, makes anything better, Frank's Red Hot Sauce. And, guess what? Today, boom, we're using a fork. How fucking civilized am I? And, as I said yesterday, today we will be eating the liver first, because it is the most nutrient-dense shit that I bought. And because it's the most nutrient-dense, I should eat it first. Doesn't that make sense, right? That's not insane to say, right? Oh my god, I'm actually using a fork. No napkins. Oh well, fuck it. I think this Frank's Red Hot Sauce is like cooking the liver somehow. I just gotta eat this as fast as possible, it's so gross. So gross, but so filling. Oh my god, honestly, I didn't even need to buy these chicken hearts. Ugh. Maybe I'll try and eat them at the same time. Let's try that. You know, honestly, I was thinking today, because like, when you eat raw meat, Like honestly, after those 2 bites of liver, like I could stop eating and be fine. Like I actually could. I should maybe do that as an experiment. Like just only eat raw liver and just stop when I don't feel like eating it anymore. For like a month or something. But when you don't eat all day, you don't want to only eat like fucking 2 bites of raw liver. Like you want to eat a bunch of shit. Like I want to eat all this stuff. Do I need to? No, probably not. But, you know, I worked out, so fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I feel like I deserve it. It's actually called reward eating. It's supposed to be like not a good thing. Ugh, this is so gross. Ugh, so gross. Just slam this shit as fast as possible. Fucking move on with my life. Ugh. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So, how was your day? Oh, really? Interesting. This is what I get for talking about how raw meat is so amazing. And I mean, like, it's not like this was a lot of money. You know, it's not like I feel bad, because I'm not going to eat all this. Oh my god. I had to spend the money anyway if I wanted to eat. So I had a $10 minimum at the store. But like, oh my god, it's so gross. Anyway, moving on. It was good to work out. A week off's not such a big deal, honestly. Oh my god, I can't eat this anymore. So gross. Well. Oh my god. That is. Here I'm like still eating it. Let's try this. Omelet stuffed pork. I might even just eat this with my hands. Ooh, that looks good. Fuck. Whatever, fuck it. You know, oh man, that's spicy as shit. I talked all this shit about these mukbang people for like talking about eating the food. And here I am doing the exact same thing. I'm just so fucking hungry, oh my god. I think what I'm gonna do, I've kind of wanted to do this for a while, but it's really good. I've kind of wanted to do this for a while, but what I want to do eventually is I want to make a video that's like an 8-hour workout or something. Like Rich Piana had that, like, he did an 8-hour arm workout, which is like, it's a really, I don't want to say it's like an old school bodybuilding thing, but he didn't like invent that. That's like, a bunch of people have done that. But I just want to do like an 8-hour like full body workout. I need to work up to it. I'm not in that type of shape that I can do that now. But yeah, why not? Maybe. Also, I don't know. I feel sometimes, I think sometimes, like, I was reading today about testosterone replacement therapy. Some guy on Reddit was talking about like how it changed his life, how it's so amazing. And like, it's one of those things you don't need. You don't need it to actually change your life. Like, you don't need it, you know what I mean? Like, you don't, what do you need? You don't need anything. Well, maybe you guys want to look at this food, huh? Food. But I don't know. I feel like it would just be good. Plus, I think if you do a low dose, I think you can get away with doing a low dose and like not die an early death. Right? Somebody back me up here. Somebody Any men out there on testosterone replacement therapy? Any men out there considering it? Maybe, possibly. I know most of my viewers are women, and you're like, what's that? But are you not tempted to do it? Like, do you know the benefits? Bigger muscles, more confidence, higher libido, and supposedly no side effects. Well, you know, like manageable side effects. Like, maybe your balls shrink like a little bit, you know? Alright, fine. I can deal with that. I'll trade like a little bit of my balls for bigger muscles and more confidence. I don't know, maybe, you know, honestly, I could just try it. And like, if it sucks, I'll just stop. Not the end of the world. Plus, like, you gain muscle faster in the gym, you recover faster. There's all these fucking benefits. I don't know, it's like, why not? You know what I mean? Honestly, like, I don't think I need it, right? I don't need it to, like, be in shape or, like, do any of this shit, right? I can do without it, but if I can get it, it's not expensive either. Why not? I'm thinking to myself, like, why not actually do it? It's basically like, so when bodybuilders do steroids, they basically take testosterone. It's like the base of what they normally do. Because all these steroids, they crash your natural production of testosterone. And if you have low testosterone, you feel like shit. You have like all these problems, all these side effects. You're like moody. I think that's where the whole roid rage thing is kind of a myth. They say that if you do steroids, you're actually like more mentally balanced, just because you're more like confident and like sure of yourself. But the problem is that if your hormone levels are fluctuating too much, and let's say your estrogen is too high or your testosterone is too low, that's going to lead to mood swings and fucking all kinds of bad side effects nobody wants. But I figure, why not? Like, what do you have to lose? Well, I don't know, a couple of years of your life, I guess. But I don't know, I guess that's like the question, right? Like, would you rather live, would you trade, I don't know, let's say 10 years, right? Let's say it takes 10 years off your life. That's a lot. I think I'm a pretty healthy guy. I think I could probably live to be like 100 years old, okay? I don't know, I'm just saying. Like, honestly, this whole thing with like working out and like being fit and taking care of your health, I feel like that's kind of new. As strange as that sounds. But that's not like something anybody does. Like, how many 70-year-olds do you know who actually exercise? Like, take care of their health? You know? Not a lot. Really not a lot. So I think when you combine that with some hormone therapy, like, for example, let's say you want to take another really good one that I might do someday if I ever have enough money, is growth hormone. Like, taking very low dose of like exogenous growth hormone. Excuse me. That's supposed to be, that's very good for longevity as well. That's like supposed to like have all of these positive effects, extend your lifespan, and like fucking just make everything in your life better. So like, let's just say money is no object, right? And even let's say that like the current technology that's around today, let's say there's no more improvements, right? If you take growth hormone, right, and you take, let's say, low dose testosterone, just to bring you up to like the normal range. You take low dose testosterone, you take growth hormone, And what else would be good? I don't know. Maybe. I guess that's really it. It's the only two that I can think of that are like good to take long term, or at least not terrible. Oh, this chicken. Yummy, yummy. Yummy food. Look, everybody. Ooh, food. Oh my God, you're so addicted to food. Eat it with your eyes. Yeah. You take growth hormone, right? You take testosterone, or testosterone replacement therapy, and I'm supposed to eat this with this fucking fork. I think honestly, I think you can live to be fucking like over 100 years old, like 110, 120, no problem. You know, because nobody's doing this. Like, no old people are actually doing this. Because I think the whole thing with like aging is that people just assume that when you get older, you're gonna die, which you probably will. I don't think they're gonna find a cure for death anytime soon, but people just kind of take for granted the fact that like, oh, once you hit a certain age, your body goes to shit and your life is gonna suck, basically. Like, even now at my age, 35, I hear people say, oh, it's because of this, it's because of that, it's because of aging, you know, we're so old now, 35. It's like, really, dog? Like, I feel fucking fine. No, I feel good. But people are just so used to like giving up on themselves when it comes to their health. Like, they don't do anything for their health anyway. So I guess to them, it's, you know, after like not doing anything for your health for fucking 30 years, like, what do you expect? You know, you've never fucking worked out a day in your life, except for like PE class in high school. Now your body's going to shit. Whoa, it's just aging. Or maybe it's the fact that you fucking treat your body like shit, you don't exercise, and you're completely deconditioned, that your body's breaking down. But people don't like to think of that, I guess. Or maybe it just never occurs to them. I don't really know. I also don't care. But what is this? I think this is like, is this egg or like tofu or something? It's definitely not chicken. Or is it chicken? I don't know. Pineapple? I have no idea what this is. No idea. And yes, everyone, I'm eating noodles, okay? Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna eat some noodles. Do you know why? Here's why. Because I ran today for 7 miles. I did an hour workout. And I ate a bunch of liver and some chicken hearts. Now, technically, is this 90% of my calories from meat, like I always tell all of you to do? No. It's not. It's not even close. That was probably like fucking 25% of my calories. But I'm not an anorexic girl with fucking binge eating disorder. So I can do whatever I want. But you might be. But actually, honestly, now that I think about it, I don't want to say, I almost said that like maybe 80 to 90% of your calories from meat is too much. But I guess it depends. I don't know. It depends. Because let's say I had the pork, right? Like the street food pork that I've been getting, I could eat 90% of my calories from that pork, no problem. It's just so much harder to do it from raw meat. Oh my God. Like, especially like this. This is just gross. I just can't do it. But that I could. And again, it's one of these things where if you exercise on a regular basis, then you have a lot more like flexibility in what you eat, you know? I say that all the time. Like noodles, for example. I think these are rice noodles. I'm not sure. Sorry for being gross, but I'm gonna have a fork. Potato. Not bad. And also, look, like, you know, if I was, let's say I was living in Tel Aviv, I would not eat this. Of course not. Because if I was in Tel Aviv, I would probably be going to the beach every single day. And I don't want to eat all this fucking food if I'm going to the beach. Because you gotta show off. You know? Can't be fat on the beach, oh my god. Not that I'd be fat, but you know. Fat for me is probably different than fat for you. Man, I would love to go there. Alright, I said I wasn't going to talk about it. Well, I guess I can talk about how it's an amazing place. And another thing. They say you can't out-train a bad diet. That's kind of true. That's not 100%. Fuck. It's like half true. It depends how bad your diet is, and it also depends how hard you're training. I mean, if you like really go crazy with the fucking shitty food, you can't out-train that. Like if you're doing a 10,000 calorie challenge every day, you can't out-train that. You know? But if you're eating, you can eat fucking fast food every day and still look really good if you're training really hard, I think. And I'm talking like with the fries and the Coke and all that shit. Or Diet Coke, maybe. Like, if I do end up moving back to Tel Aviv, and we got a bike, any of you who live in a city that's like bikeable, definitely get a bike. It's one of the reasons I love Tel Aviv. It's so bikeable. Like the center of Tel Aviv, even to go from the center to the south, Israel's a really small country. So the main city, or like the main like international metropolis, whatever, of Tel Aviv is very small. The country in general is fucking super small. Let's try these. Not bad. Fishy. So to get a bike and ride it around, like I remember when I used to live there, I'd wake up in the morning, I'd work on my computer like all day. I wasn't making any money online back then. I was trying, unsuccessfully. But like, so here's the secret to making money online. Quick side note. Just be a freelancer. Freelance marketing. Learn Facebook ads. Reach out to businesses. Tell them you want to help them get clients. And then do Facebook ads for them. Charge them fucking whatever. X amount of dollars per month. That's it. Save you all the fucking trouble right there. Fuck all this, like, don't buy any fucking ebooks, don't buy any of that shit. The actual way to make money online is by fucking getting businesses to pay you for something. That's it. Done. End of story. Fuck all this, like, drop shipping and fucking, like, it's retarded. I mean, maybe you can make it work, but it's so much easier to, like, call 20 businesses, and out of those 20, one of them will pay you fucking $500 a month to run their Facebook ads. Anyway, back in the day, I was trying to make money online. I was doing like these like niche AdSense blogs. Basically what you would do is you would pick some long tail keyword, like woodenpatiotables.com or something, and you would write like really shit articles about whatever the keyword was. Make like 5 blog posts about that keyword, and then you would put an AdSense ad. You guys know AdSense, like Google Ads, whatever. Anyway, you put one ad like at the top of the blog, right? You're supposed to make like $1 a day or something, and then the idea is you have like 100 of these. Whatever. Anyway, it never really worked for me. I think AdSense total made like $300 like in all the time that I had my fucking AdSense account. YouTube not included. YouTube, well, I already said, I don't make a lot. Like in July, I think I made $160. It's pretty good. You know, sure I'll spend that on something. It's not like full-time income, is the point. Anyway, the actual point, is when I was living there, I'd like work on these shitty blogs, and then I, you know, by the like early afternoon, I'd be so like burnt out on fucking everything. I get on my bike. I have a mountain bike. I'm a mountain bike person. I ride around Tel Aviv. I lived on Ben Yehuda. Any of you people who've been to Tel Aviv know about Ben Yehuda? Ben Yehuda, Ben Gurion. And I would ride all the way to Allenby. I'd ride down Dizengoff. None of you know what this is, but it's like, I'll just tell you anyway in case maybe there's some Israelis watching this. I would ride down Dizengoff, to Dizengoff Center, King George, לפנות ימינה, עד לאלנבי, ואז עוד פעם ימינה. Sorry, anyway, nostalgia. Anyway, I had like a loop that I would do, right? That would take me like kind of down this street called Dizengoff that's like a street with lots of shops and has a shopping mall, lots of people walking around. It was fun. And then down another street called Allenby, it goes into the ocean. There's lots of like shops, bars, restaurants. When we got to the ocean, I would head back toward my place. Ben Yehuda is a street that's like here's the ocean, right? Ben Yehuda is like one street back. Or here's the ocean, Ben Yehuda is like one street back from the ocean. Very great, good location. I live 5 minutes from the beach, like actually 5 minutes walking. The whole street is 5 minutes walking from the beach. It's tough to not go back there, honestly. Again, like I said, I know, that's how I wouldn't talk about it, but I'll talk about it anyway. The thing is like, you know, I go back in 3 weeks, the end of August. It's the end of the summer. I'm not going to go to the fucking beach in October, you know? I mean, people do. It's kind of funny, like, people love the beach there so much that when the summer starts to fade, you know, when it gets a little chilly, you'll still find like the die-hard people on the beach, you know, because they're just like so desperately, like holding on to the summer. They don't want it to go. I used to be one of those people too. And then you've got like, we've got a good 5 months, at least 4 months. I don't know, it's not like a dead city. Still stuff going on. Gets cold, rains sometimes. It's just not as fun, you know? I'm just picturing myself going, yeah, sure, I'll have fun in September. So like in Judaism, you have a couple times a year where you have holidays, right? You have like a lot of holidays in a row. One of those times is generally September. It doesn't always line up because it's on the lunar calendar. But basically September. What are these holidays again? I think it's like, is it Rosh Hashanah in September? I think it is. I think Passover and Yom Kippur was in April. And Rosh Hashanah is fucking September. I'm not sure. Any Jewish people watching this can correct me maybe. Actually don't remember. Very bad. Considering like I used to live there and was fucking indoctrinated in the Israeli army, like brainwashed. I don't remember. I don't know. Never been big on religion, honestly. Like, tell me where to go, tell me what to do, I'll do it. But like, don't ask me to like understand anything. But anyway, it's very fun. There's a very healthy, let's call it, community of Western immigrants from Western countries, let's call them. America, France, fucking whatever, all these Western countries, all over Europe, lots of Americans basically, and other places too. But I wasn't like, but they're all kind of religious is the thing. I didn't know this like even existed, honestly, until I went there last year. Because, you know, the Americans who go to Israel, none of you probably care about this at all, but I'm just like, I'm on a roll, I'm gonna keep talking about it. The Americans who go to Israel, right, most of them are kind of religious. As far as I know, as far as I understand. They decide to make Aliyah, which means move to Israel, right? Apply for citizenship. But because they don't do the army, they don't learn Hebrew. Maybe some of them like kind of speak Hebrew a little bit. Maybe they have like an Israeli parent, or they learned it in school, or they kind of learned it in school. And also the more religious ones, the like, I don't want to say super religious ones, but like extra religious ones, they know more, because in order to do the prayers, you have to read the prayers in Hebrew. So like, if you learn how to read it, it's easier to learn how to speak it, theoretically. Doesn't mean all of them do. A lot of them still have shit Hebrew. But anyway, the point is that, okay, fine, you're Jewish. Okay, fine, you're a citizen. Got your papers. But you don't really speak the language. You don't really understand the mentality. You didn't do the army. So you don't really feel like it's your country. You know what I mean? You don't really feel that connected. As far as I understand. Not everybody, obviously. Maybe some people do. But anyway, I didn't really know that, like, I mean, I'd met people like that over the course of the years that I lived there. I was, I think, friends with some of them, I guess. I mean, I knew they existed. But generally, like, they moved to Israel for a couple of years, and then they end up leaving. So it's like, what are they doing there? Why do you live there? You're going to move to a place where it's, like, harder to make money. Small country. You don't speak the language. The bureaucracy is a nightmare. And not only is it a nightmare, but it's a fucking nightmare in a language that you don't understand. You know, Israelis are very, like, opportunistic also. Like, they take pride in being opportunistic. It can be very tough, you know? It's a tough place. There's a quote. It's in High Hebrew. I don't exactly know how it goes, but the translation is, they say, Israel is a land that eats its inhabitants. Makes sense. All that said, it's an amazing place. You know, the sense of, like, camaraderie that you have with people. Even just like walking down the street. I mean, okay, fine. People are people. I'm not saying you're like high-fiving strangers as you like pass them on the street. Of course not. But everyone has like a very basic level of familiarity with one another. A very, I guess, very high basic level of familiarity. It doesn't mean everybody's friends. But when you talk to somebody, you can drop a lot more of the bullshit. It has advantages and disadvantages. But it's nice coming from a cold Western country like America. You know, it's nice to go to a place like that. We can tell somebody to fuck off on the street. Or like yell at them. Not actually tell them to fuck off, but like yell at them, be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing that?" You know. You say that in America, some guy fucking pull a gun on you. Like, you don't know who you're talking to. But anyway, yeah. I didn't know, like, there was such a strong community of these kind of religious Jews, 20s and 30s in Tel Aviv. Because when I lived there, I was like, I wasn't fresh out of the army. I was like maybe 6 months out. I'm still very like in that mindset. It takes a while to wear off. Had a lot of Israeli friends. I've worked in jobs where I had to speak Hebrew. I'm just much more assimilated than the other people that moved there because of the army. It's very immersive. It's hard to believe it was so long ago. Anyway, when I went back there last year, I was hanging out with a friend of mine who's like famous kind of in the Jewish community. He knows all these people. Literally could not walk down the street, could not walk one block without people waving at him saying hello. Hey, what's up, man? Oh my God, you're back? Whoa, what's going on? Which is, it's a little annoying, but everybody that he saw, I get to meet because he introduced me to them. So then by the time I left, I was there for a month. By the time I left, same thing was happening to me. Like walk down the street, see somebody that I know. Oh, hey, what's up, man? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. So it's fun. It's nice. That's another one of the cool things about living there. Is that like, you leave your house, you're gonna see people that you know. But it's like a city, Not like you live in some shit town. It's a city. Tons of hot girls walking around. It's a hot travel destination for like young Jews. I'm like talking myself into going there. But again, like I said, the problem, party time's almost over. December will be fun. Holidays. I want to say Rosh Hashanah. Or Sukkot or something. Or Yom Kippur? Is that? I don't know, whatever. There's fucking like 10 holidays in Judaism that are like really important. A bunch of them are in September. I don't remember which ones. There's all the events, all these parties, all these like special dinners. Tons of people come from out of town. I had a great time last year. And it's true, you can't step into the same river twice. I realized that first time I tried to go back there, or like the third, whatever. It's just different, People move on, some people leave, new people come. I'm not saying it's like you like lose everything, but it's different. You have to be prepared to start over in some areas. It's one of the nice things about being able to about moving around a lot, is you learn to understand these things. Like, let's say you live somewhere for a few months. Let's take Israel. I lived there for like 2 years after the army. Living my life, doing my thing, had my friends, whatever. And then I left for like 6 months. Not that long. But by the time I came back, some people had left. Some people got fucking girlfriends. Some people got like more important jobs. Can't hang out as much. You just got to deal, That's all there is to it. And when you leave a lot, like honestly, maybe it sounds fun for you guys, but like, I'm in Bangkok, I'm going to Vietnam, before I was in New York, I was in Australia. It sounds cool, right? And it is cool. But it's not only cool, you know. It gets tiring sometimes. I mean, I kind of like it, you know. I'm kind of addicted at this point, honestly. It's not even really about being addicted. It's like, it's just been so long like this. I can't like imagine doing anything else. I wonder what these are. I hope these aren't bananas. Let's take a look. Coconut. I don't know what this is. I thought this was syrup at first, but it's too thin to be syrup. It's not thick enough, I guess. Or maybe it's just sugar water? I don't really know. I think it is sugar water. Maybe coconut sugar? Whatever, I'm gonna eat it. Anytime I go to a new place, I always like to try the local, like, whatever they have. You know, because why not? That's like why you travel, isn't it? To go try like all the shit that they have that, like, I'll show you guys what this looks like if you haven't seen it. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, never seen that anywhere, I don't think. I've never seen it. And they give you like Rice Krispies to pour on it. And fucking sugar syrup. This is so bad. All the shit that I talk about being healthy. Here I am fucking eating this. Oh well. I worked out today for 3 hours. I earned it. When you work out for 3 hours, you can eat this shit. Wow. That's pretty fucking amazing. Oh my god. Wow. Interesting. I mean, I'm only saying that because it's a bunch of sugar, but why not? But I think from now on, I'm gonna skip the hearts. I'm gonna get the liver, and I'm gonna like force myself to eat like fucking as much as I can before I get grossed out from the liver. And then just eat all this yummy Thai food. If I do end up going to Israel, I'll show you guys some good food. It's one of the best things about that place, is the food. It's incredible. Cool thing about Israel is, like, you know, without getting into the whole politics of it, the country was kind of started maybe like, I think 70 years ago, like 1945 maybe? I don't know, after World War II, they like, you know, made the state of Israel so that like, the whole like Holocaust thing, like, so that wouldn't happen anymore. If it really happened. Ooh, maybe it didn't. Anyway, you had a lot of Jews from like all over the world go move there. And as like the history of the, you know, as the country continued to like grow, you had more and more Jews moving from all over the world. So, you had a lot of different cuisines, like fusion from a lot of different places. Although now I would say, like, you know, of course you have influence from a lot of different places, but now it's mainly like you have a very strong Arab influence because the dominant culture over there is like the Sephardic culture, like more like, I don't know, Arab, I guess, like Moroccan, Iraqi, fucking Tunisian, like that's all like the kind of culturally dominant kind of culture. It's kind of like how in America, like, you know, black culture is kind of dominant, right? Like all the hip hop and fucking black people are like the cool ones, you know? That's what it seems to me. I don't know, I haven't lived in America for a while, but it's just kind of the vibe I get, right? Like hip hop is like the main like cool music and fucking all these like black athletes, they're just like so cool, you know, whatever, celebrities, rappers and shit. In Israel, it's like the kind of like more Arab ones. Wow, that was amazing. So it's kind of influenced the food as well. Not so much like Ashkenazi food. Ashkenazi is like the white Jews, like from Poland and Europe and all that. I'm half Ashkenazi. All right, so now we're gonna try this taro pudding. I'm so fucking full, but I'm gonna eat this anyway, so I just want to try it. Yeah, I think this is like coconut. It's like salted coconut, maybe. Yeah, it's like salted coconut cream, and this is taro. Probably taro with some sugar. Wow, this is so good. This might be the best meal I've had in a long time. What did I pay for this? All this together was like 320 baht, like $11 basically. Damn, this was fucking really good. I mean, you know, half of it was like dessert, so that's probably why. But even stuff like this is so much better than fucking chocolate bars or fucking whatever shit dessert like people eat in America, Oreos. Like, at least this is actual food. Like, this is made from a fucking coconut. This is made from a taro, which is like a fucking potato. It's like a sweet potato. You know? And there's like a little tiny cup of it, right? You're not gonna eat fucking a giant tub of this while you like watch TV. You eat like your little tiny cup and that's it. There are fat people here, but not like America. Although, what place is like America, honestly? I love America. I just don't want to live there. My duct taped camera is like slowly like becoming unduct taped. So, yeah. I don't know why I don't want to live in America. I'll probably go back there someday. To like, I don't want to say settle down, but like when I get serious about life. Because that's where you kind of need to go to get serious. You just have the most opportunity there. More than anywhere, really. I'm just not ready for that. It's so boring. Oh my god, everybody's the same. Everybody's like me. I don't want that. I want to be the unique one. Or at least more unique. You know? In America, how can you be unique? Everyone's fucking American. I don't know. Shit's just so boring, man. I gotta figure out some way to get over that. I would always tell myself when I would get 10,000 YouTube subscribers, I'd move back to America and use the YouTube space to make videos. It's like this professional TV studio that YouTube has that you can make videos in. And the reason I wanted to move back there and do that is because I always figured that like the channel would just grow much faster. Oh my god. If I did that. Although I'm not really sure if that's true. I guess maybe from like collaborations or something. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna eat these later, maybe. Or maybe not. My phone is falling off the wall. Thank you for watching my delicious, yummy mukbang. Peace. Oh yeah!